My name is Tony Pickman. In 1993, my wife Debra and I moved into a historic house in the small town of Atchison, Kansas. Debra was pregnant at the time. We were full of excitement, ready to start our new life. From the outside, the house looked quiet, ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary. But once we moved in, our lives began to unravel into a nightmare. At first, everything seemed normal. For the first month, nothing strange happened. But one night, all the lights in the house started going out by themselves. Then the television began turning on and off. We thought it might be an electrical issue, but nothing was technically wrong. In the mornings, I'd find the pictures on the stairs, flipped upside down. I'd fix them, but the next morning, they'd be flipped again. Our cat would sit at the basement door, hissing for hours, like it was staring at something we couldn't see. One morning, I found a teddy bear duct taped to the ceiling. That was impossible. None of us had done it. As I pulled it down, my hand trembled. At that moment, I was certain we weren't alone in the house. Debra's sister stayed the night once. The next morning, we found all the toys from the nursery arranged in a perfect circle on the floor. We picked them up and put them back in place. We turned off the lights and went downstairs. A moment later, we heard the light switch upstairs. When I went up, the toys were once again forming a circle on their own. That same night, I felt a sudden burning sensation on my back. Debra checked and found 3 long, deep scratch marks down my spine. They couldn't have happened by accident. I was terrified, but we still didn't know what we were dealing with. One night, on my way to the kitchen, I felt a blast of cold air on the stairs. Then, I heard the laugh of a child. In the days that followed, we frequently heard the sound of little feet running up and down the stairs. The next night, while I was lying in bed, I heard scratching noises coming from the ceiling. Then, whispers began, and a shadow appeared in front of the window. It slowly took the shape of a woman. She wore black lace gloves and reached her hands out toward me. Just as she was about to touch me, she vanished. I couldn't even scream. Our son had turned 1. We were celebrating his birthday. Everyone was having fun, until a toy doll suddenly caught fire. It wasn't electric. No one could explain what happened. Everyone was shaken. At night, we started hearing the furniture moving on its own. We began researching the house's history, and what we found was horrifying. A long time ago, a 9-year-old girl named Sallie was brought to this house, which was once a doctor's office run by Dr. Charles Finney. She had severe stomach pain. The doctor diagnosed appendicitis and immediately began surgery. But anesthesia wasn't well developed in those days. Sallie died during the operation, in extreme pain, fear, and panic. Her final moments may have left behind a powerful, angry energy that clung to the house. After learning this, the activity escalated. Doors slammed by themselves, lights flickered. The TV would turn on with nothing but static. One night, while Debra prayed, the lamp in the room exploded. Toys toppled over, and strange words began to appear on the walls, as if written with water. A few days later, our baby monitor picked up a strange voice. Through the static, we heard a child say,
"I just want to play."
On another night, a different voice came through.
"They don't want you, Tony, but I do."
These voices shattered our nerves. Debra could no longer stay alone in the house. We couldn't sleep. Our sanity was slipping. And I was no longer just witnessing. It was changing me. I went from being gentle to angry, withdrawn, and scary. Some nights, a voice would whisper inside my head, "Kill Debra." When I left the house, I felt fine. But every time I returned, that dark energy would wrap itself around me again. One morning, I went to the kitchen for a drink. As I turned around, I saw her, a little girl. She wore an old pink dress, like something from the 1800s. I froze. The glass fell from my hand. She looked me in the eyes, then disappeared. I ran, heart pounding, not knowing what to do. I began drawing. My hand moved as if on its own. Over and over, I drew the same girl. Her face was blank, emotionless. One night, while going down the stairs, I felt someone push me. I fell down several steps, cutting my knee. No one else was around. Debra was asleep in another room. For the first time, I realized this thing could physically hurt us. We contacted a medium. "She's here," she said. "Sallie is here, but she's just a mask. There is something older and darker in this house. Sallie is just how it lures people in. If you stay here, it won't just scare you. It will take you over." For 2 years, we endured both physical and mental torment. Finally, we decided to leave that cursed place. But even now, when I close my eyes, I still hear the silent screams trapped inside those walls.